want to welcome you all to today's home buying seminar here at the Nanny J. Lee Rec Center. I want to thank you for all coming out. We've got a great presentation for you today, and we've got plenty of great resources for you. One thing I would ask is that if you have questions, you've got that sheet with the presentation on it. If you could write your question down, we're going to try to hold the questions until the end of the presentation. Thanks. Well, let's get started. You've all heard that expression that there's no such thing as an I in team. Well, I think Vince Lombardi would disagree with us on that. And you can see his quote, and he really talks about individual commitment to a group effort. And when you really look at a real estate transaction, it's a group effort. There are so many different parts of that transaction and so many different professionals that we have working on this transaction. And that's what we're really here to talk to you about today, is about the group of professionals that we've put together on my team to be able to make a smooth transaction after we find the house that you like. So why are we doing this? Well, we're doing the presentation today to share with you a little bit more about the resources that we have to offer. But more importantly, there's a lot of glaring statistics out there that show us that homeownership is really a great thing for the right person. The Federal Reserve Board of Consumer Finance put out some statistics, and the net worth of a renter is approximately $4,000, while the net worth of a homeowner is $184,000. Now, again, that's a national average, but still the delta or the difference between that is significant. So why aren't more people owning homes? Well, what we think is that there's just a lot of people that just don't know the process or feel uncomfortable or maybe might not even know what's entailed in getting the financing squared away. So what we want to do today is help solve that and give you the missing pieces to that puzzle and be able to provide you with that information. We want you to be able to recognize the value that we have to offer people in real estate transactions. And most importantly, we want to be your resource for any of your real estate needs. So the process is really simplified, and you can make it as difficult as possible, but we've put it down to 6 key areas. Hiring the right agent, finding the right lender and securing the financing. You need to be able to search for your home and find the home. You've got to write a successful offer and the elements that are involved with that. After you're under contract, you've got to perform your due diligence. In Virginia, we're a buyer beware state. And then, after we've got all that squared away, we need to get from contract to close and make sure that we can honor our obligation as part of the agreement and get you into the home and get everything closed in that transaction smoothly. So the first step is hiring the right agent. So hiring a right agent is no different than any other employment interview. The difference is that agents normally working with people that buy a house maybe once in every 7, 8, or 12 years. So home buyers really don't have a whole lot of experience in interviewing agents. So what I want to do is provide you with a little bit of information and resource that you can take with you today to make sure that you can hire the right real estate agent, like someone like me. The first thing that you want to do is see what type of personal recommendations they have. Just like any other job interview, any application, they're always looking for 3 personal references. With me, I give you 2 pages of past clients with phone numbers. And they know that, and they're willing to be able to talk about my services and what I do. But any good agent should be able to give you those personal recommendations and those resources. You also need to be wondering, what is the agent's focus? And this is similar to a resume where the objective part is. Is this real estate agent a neighborhood specialist? Does this agent focus primarily on investor clients? And you need to kind of understand all that because you need to make sure that that agent's focus is in alignment with what your goals are. And then you need to develop some real thoughtful questions. I found that in most things, and especially either in employment or just about anything, behavioral-based questions are the best because what you've got in the past is a good indicator of what you're going to get in the future. So there's 3 lead-ins for this. Tell me about a time, describe how you handled XYZ in the past, and can you give me an example of a time when? you could pretty much mix and match any different type of area that you want more information on, or an action, or how an agent performs with one of those 3 lead-ins.